Hello, welcome and namaste everybody. We welcome you all in our weekly follow-up meeting of AICTE Module 2, Physical Health and Related Activities. We have our near and dear Dr. Sundaraj Bhaiya with us. Ji Sundar Bhaiya, namaste.
Namaste, Parikshit Bhaiya.
Namaste.
Am I audible?
सादर
Yes, sir.
प्रणाम।
Very clear. Ji
आवाज बढ़िया।
Surendra Bhaiya, namaste.
साउंड इज कमिंग प्रॉपर।
Very proper, भैया. Perfectly audible. जी. सभी को नमस्ते, सभी का स्वागत है. जी सुंदर भैया, over to you.
Today,
I am fine.
today we'll discuss about the human constitution, mind-body constitution. I'll share my PPT. My screen is visible.
जी भैया, visible. And voice is also clear. जी.
Okay. Good evening, all. Today we will discuss about very important topic, that is mind-body constitution. We know human body is a complex organization of trillions of cells working together in different organ systems to perform several functions which are essential to maintain our life. So there is a beautiful harmony between each and every cell of the body. So each cell is a basic unit of our body, and when some cells which are performing similar activities come together and perform some activities which are useful to the body, that group of cells is called a tissue. And in our body, there are 4 different kinds of tissues: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. So if few tissues which are different in nature come together to perform a specific physiological function, then that group is called an organ. It can be brain, it can be stomach, it can be intestines, or heart, or liver, or lungs, or any organ which contains different tissues, but they together act in harmony to perform one single goal. And such organs, a group of such organs come together to perform a specific function or to meet a physiological need of the body. That is called organ system. For example, respiratory system, or circulatory system, or nervous system, which contains, like for example, digestive system contains so many organs, like stomach, small intestines, large intestines, liver. All these come under digestive system, and they help in digesting the body, digesting the food essential for the body. So if you take all these organ systems together, that makes the organism, in our case, human being. So these cells, tissues, organs, systems, they maintain this beautiful balance called homeostasis. Each and every system is working with another system to perform wonderful activities. For example, heart is a part of circulatory system. It pumps the blood. It pumps the blood to all the organs of the body. At the same time, it pumps the blood to lungs also. For every other organ, it pumps pure oxygenated blood, but to the lungs, it pumps blood filled with carbon dioxide. And lungs, they take the blood, remove the carbon dioxide, add oxygen, and send it back to the heart. Then the heart sends it, pumps it to different parts of the body. While it is pumping the blood to different parts of the body, kidneys, they take the blood, purify the blood, and remove the waste and send the fresh blood back to the heart. So each and every organ system of a body, all are in sync. They are working together. They are helping us in such a way that we never know what's happening inside our body. If you are able to listen to your heart beat, then that is a problem. If you are able to listen to your lungs, or you are able to feel the lungs work, the strain they are putting in, if you can able to feel it, then there is some problem. So without you knowing anything, everything is happening in the background in a beautiful harmony. So this harmony is already there in each and every one of us. How and why this harmony is there? Let's understand this. And before understanding this, we need to understand that though this is there in every human being, this harmony, this there is a unique nature, individuality at different levels is present in all of us. We all are unique in different ways. For example, biochemically, we all are different. If you are having blood sugar levels at 130 on empty stomach, it might be your case. The same 130 can be abnormal for another person. So you have your own biochemical normal levels, which can be different from another person. They are unique to you. I'm just giving you an example of sugar because you will understand it. But there are so many other things which are in a delicate balance, which is very unique to your own body, which cannot be compared to any other person in the entire planet. Similarly, physically, you are having an individuality which is different from so many other people. You don't look like any other person. Your weight, your height, your color, even your fingerprints, the combination of the bone weight, muscle weight, fat concentration ratio, all are unique to your own constitution, which are different from everyone else. Physiologically, you are different from everyone else. There are some people who have a lot of hunger. Some people, the hunger is mild. For some people, the hunger fluctuates. It can be high sometimes and low sometimes. Hunger is one example which you might understand, like thirst, all these things. But there are so many other physiological activities happening inside our body in a unique way, which is not at all same from some other person. Emotionally, we are all unique. We react differently to different conditions. Same emotional situation will be perceived differently by different people. For example, if you are facing a challenge, some people might react to the challenge in a different way. They might become aggressive, they might revolt, they might get irritated, they might get angry, or some other person will become stressed out, worried, tense, thinking 100 different ways to come out of the challenge or postponing the task. And some other person might run away from the challenge, detach himself from the society, hide. So we might react differently emotionally also. Intellectually, we are all different. We all know that our aptitude is different from other person. You might be very good at maths. Some other person is very good at science. Some other person is very good at arts. Some other person is very good at numbers. Some other person is very good in creativity. Example for easy understanding is some person will easily grasp things, but he forgets very easily. Some other person might take a lot of time to grasp, but retention is longer. And there may be another person who might take forever to grasp the same thing. But once he grasps it, he might never ever forget in his entire life. So intellectually, we are all different. So there are so many other things which separate us from other people around us. And if you put them all together, we can tell it as psychophysiological constitution or mind body constitution. So, how this unique constitution happens? For example, what is the reason for this uniqueness? To answer this, I would like you to understand about this special concept called Panchamahabhuta concept. In Indian tradition, we say Yatha Pinde Tatha Brahmande. As is the microcosm, so is the macrocosm. So whatever is out there in the environment, in the universe, is also there in me, inside me. So these Panchamahabhutas, which are present in all of us, are representatives of the Panchamahabhutas which are outside us. So if there is fire outside, there is fire inside. If there is water outside, there is water inside. If there is air outside, there is air inside. There is this akasha or space outside, there is space inside. There is earth outside, there is earth inside. So this Panchamahabhuta concept is not special for Indians, because even in other ancient cultures of Greece, Persia, Babylonia, Japan, Tibet, everywhere, this similar concept of classical elements to explain the nature and the complexity of all matters, to explain it in a simpler way. This Panchamahabhuta concept was discussed. So, the combination of these Panchamahabhutas decides the constitution. For example, we all have all the Panchamahabhutas inside us, but some particular Panchamahabhuta combination is dominant in us, which decides our unique constitution. For example, a person who is having a dominance of air and space, Akash Mahabhuta and Vayu Mahabhuta, his constitution might be predominantly Vata Prakriti. Another person whose constitution is predominantly water and fire, his constitution may be Pitta Prakriti. Some other person whose constitution is predominantly water and earth, his constitution is Kapha Prakriti. So I'm just giving you a simple classification of Vata Prakriti, Pitta Prakriti, Kapha Prakriti, Vata constitution, Pitta constitution, Kapha constitution. This is a broad constitution, broad classification. But as I've told you, we all are unique. We can't divide the entire population of this earth into three broad groups. There are billions and billions of combinations. So, but for us to understand it on a basic level, let us discuss it on a superficial level so that you will start appreciating the differences between us. So in 1940, William Herbert Sheldon, he's an American psychologist, he developed this constitutional psychology. So he has classified human temperament types according to the somatotype. For example, ectomorphs are lean, mesomorphs are medium built, endomorphs are chubby. So accordingly, he has classified their psychological temperaments also. So this happened in 1940, but around 5,000 years ago in Ayurveda, they have classified people into Vata, Pitta, Kapha as a broad classification with so many other combinations. But physically, it resembles the constitutional psychology classification. Hippocrates, father of medicine, he described 4 temperaments as a part of ancient medical concept of humorism. 4 bodily fluids affecting human personality traits and behaviors. The classification is like this: popular sanguines, powerful cholerics, peaceful phlegmatics, and perfect melancholies. Popular sanguine is a person who is a talker. He asks, where is the fun? He is cheerful, outgoing, fun-loving, and he controls others by charm. Powerful cholerics are the doers. They say, just do it. They're strong, driven, goal-oriented, control others by fear or threat or anger. Then we have perfect melancholies. They are the thinkers. They want to do it, everything in a right way. If it is worth doing, do it right. That's why they are detailed, neat, organized. They are perfectionists. They are reserved. And they control others by the threat of their mood. Peaceful phlegmatics. They are the watchers. They say, keep the peace, maintain status quo, relax. They are relaxed. They are adaptable. They are flexible. And they control others by procrastination. This is the classification given by Hippocrates very recently. Now let us go deeper into the classification given by Ayurveda long back. So Vata, Pitta, Kapha, as I have told, the broad classification. Vata is a combination of space and air. Air is energy, movement. So Vata controls the nervous system. It also controls the circulation of blood. Movement, any kind of movement is controlled by Vata. Controls the elimination of waste, responsible for childbirth, movement of anything inside the body, whether child moving downwards or waste moving downwards. And when their vata is balanced, it can foster enthusiasm, creativity, and positivity. Pitta is fire plus water. So when you heat water on fire, steam gets generated. So it's kinetic and potential energy. Digestion and metabolism is controlled by pitta. Transformation of food into tissues happens through pitta. Transformation of ideas happens through pitta. Pitta is responsible for visual perception, analytical thought. When balanced, it can create a sense of confidence, ambition, and decisiveness. Then kapha. Kapha is water plus earth. This potential energy. Just imagine what happens water plus mud. It is very stable. It is a source of immunity. It lubricates joints and produces salivary secretions. Kapha is the one which holds together all the cells. Connective tissue is represented by kapha. Support holds emotions. It can be nurturing. In the balanced state, a person who is dominated by kapha can be nurturing, patient, compassionate, and loving. So Vata guna is more rajasic in nature, Pitta is sattvic in nature, Kapha is tamasic in nature. So this we will discuss about later. Let us understand first about the physical and psychological traits of Vata Prakriti, air space type, you can say, or Vata constitution. Hmm, Vata people have this light and thin build, light bones, thin muscles, less fat, cold and dry skin. Their activity is very quick, gait is quick, digestive system is irregular. Sometimes a lot of hunger, sometimes no hunger. They don't gain weight easily. Their sleep is light and interrupted. If you just touch them during that sleep in the middle of the night, they'll just wake up and say, ask, what is the problem? So they'll just wake up just like that. Just touch them and they'll wake up. A very light sleep. They're vivacious, imaginative, creative, spontaneous, and they love change. They're extremely enthusiastic. They're quick to grasp and quick to forget. They love excitability. They love constant change. And their energy comes in bursts. Movement is a characteristic both in their mind and body. Continuously, thoughts, they move in their brain like anything. One after another, one after another, one after another. They start an activity and immediately after some time they'll like another activity, they stop it and they'll go to another activity. They jump from one activity to another activity. Body also moves continuously. You know, if your hand, like you know, if you ask the person to stand and speak in the phone, they'll just move around. They'll walk. If you forcefully make them sit in a chair, then some part of their body will move continuously, hand or leg or something like that. Movement is seen in their ideas, in their thoughts, in their body. Everywhere there is movement. They display bursts of emotions. Suddenly the emotion comes like a flower pot during Diwali, rises and falls, short-lived, easily forgotten. And they are sensitive people. Then we have Pitta Prakriti. Their build is moderate build. And there is early graying of hair, early balding, copper brown color hair, because there is fire inside. This fire turns the black hair into brown hair or white hair, or even they become bald because of the excess heat inside the body. They have this tendency to have freckles on the skin, which breaks out into acne. They have ravenous hunger and thirst, strong digestion, more strength and endurance than Vata Prakriti people. Vata Prakriti people, suddenly they get a lot of energy and immediately they become weak. But these people can maintain that strength for a longer duration. Their walk, there is a determined stride to their walk. There is some Rajasa while they walk. It is like the filmy heroes, they walk in a slow motion, like that they walk. They're enterprising people. They like challenges. They have sharp intellect. The fire in the brain is, they have the fiery mind. So they have wonderful thinking power. Memory is moderate. It's not like the Vata people where they grasp things very fast and forget things very fast. They have moderate memory. They live by their watch. They want to do everything in a planned way. They don't want to do anything randomly. They don't want to go with the flow. They want to plan and time everything perfectly. Sometimes they wake up at night feeling hot and thirsty due to the excess fire inside. Whenever there is a disturbance, they take command of the situation. They're decisive. They have good sense of judgment. They have critical thinking. They articulate their thoughts wonderfully. Then Kapha people. Kapha is water plus earth. They are heavily built. They gain weight easily and it is very difficult for them to lose weight. Physical strength and endurance is much more. Bone and muscles and they are all heavy, soft and firm. They have steady energy. They don't lose energy. They don't have a lot of energy, but whatever energy they have steady energy. While they're walking, the walk is a gliding walk, as if they are just sailing smoothly. Their actions are slow and graceful. They hold on to things, they hold on to fluids, they hold on to fat. That's the reason why they don't lose weight. Sometimes even water is not lost on the body. Swelling happens. They hold on to relations. They don't want to lose people. They cling on to people. They don't want to hold or lose things also. All the things right from the beginning, they keep everything. This is my 10th class, first time that I bought this skirt or I bought this pant, everything they keep. They don't want to lose, they don't want to sell, they don't want to give it away. They are slow to grasp, but they have a very retentive memory. They have a heavy, prolonged sleep. They have this tendency to obesity. The digestion is slow, mild hunger, but they can eat a lot. They're affectionate people, tolerant people, forgiving people. Everyone likes to sit in their company because they're very good listeners. They have a tranquil and relaxed personality. They're slow to get anger and they doesn't even show that anger or worry. And when they're stressed, they become more complacent and possessive. They're happy with things as they are and they doesn't want to change too much. They respect other people's feelings. They show genuine empathy. They seek emotional comfort in eating. So, to give you an example, to give you a picture how they are. So, Vata person, the airspace type is like a racing car. So, the energy comes in bursts. When they are at their burst, they are like, they go like anything. They're like, vroom, vroom, vroom. They burst out like anything. But immediately, all the fuel is gone. You have to refill the fuel. Energy is low. All the nuts and bolts are loose. You have to make them tight. And once they are tight, again, vroom, vroom, like the energy is, it comes in bursts. Suddenly, a lot of energy, and suddenly they lose weight, lose energy. So they need to understand their own constitution and design their work in such a way that they get ample rest between intense activities. But Pitta people are like an SUV, police SUV, which is tough and a lot of energy, not as much as Vata people, But steady energy, they can go a long way without refueling or without getting these nuts and bolts. Now the Kapha people are like a diesel vehicle. They can slowly cover miles and miles without any problem. They don't have lots of energy, but they have steady supply of energy. So these are Kapha people. So now we need to understand. See what all the good things which I told you about Vata, Pitta, Kapha people, all are those when they are in balance. But when there is imbalance, then there is a lot of change in their behavior. And because most of us stay in that imbalance forever without correcting ourselves, we think that the disturbance and the symptoms of our disturbance are our true nature, which is not true. So we need to understand the causes of imbalance in Vata Prakriti. People with this Vata constitution, if they undergo a lot of stress, anxiety, tension, physical strain, because they can't handle a lot of activity without taking proper rest. They are like babies. Babies, they play, eat food, play, then take rest. Play, eat food, take rest. Play, eat food, take rest, like that. So they should have enough recharge. But if there is no such rest and they are continuously under physical strain, that the vata gets vitiated. They take a lot of cold food, raw food. Vata's nature is coldness, and the coldness increases. There will be disturbance. So if they take iced beverages, if they skip meals, if they sleep late, if they travel frequently without any rest, if they are under grief and fear, then the vata gets vitiated. So when there is a vitiation, what we will see? There will be a lot of worry, anxiety. Mind will become overactive, impatient. Mental focus is lost. There is depression. Attention span is very short. While you are speaking with them, they don't even listen to what you're telling. They just imagine, they will think about what they have to ask you. They'll not listen to you. They become forgetful. They become fearful. All these things happen when there is imbalance in vata. They don't sleep properly. They get fatigued. They get tired easily. They can't relax. They become restless. Appetite becomes less. They become very impulsive. They become unreliable. And they tend to overexert. And physically, you can see so many problems like constipation. Skin becomes dry, rough. There'll be less stamina, less energy, lot of bloating and gaseous distension, intestinal gas production. BP increases, pains in ladies, menstrual cramps, dysmenorrhea increases, irritable bowel syndrome, intolerance to cold wind, chills and shaking in the body, aching in arthritic joints, weight loss, acute pain, muscle spasms, head becomes light and spacey as if there is nothing inside. All these things happen when there is a disturbance in vata. Then we have this imbalance in pitta. Whenever there is imbalance in pitta, there is some kind of stress. Under stress, when the anger is suppressed, frustration is suppressed, resentment is suppressed. Already, Pitta people have lots of demands on themselves. They demand too much from themselves. They want to do so many things. Overachieving nature is there. And if someone else is putting excessive demands on them, constant pressure from deadlines, they are worried about wasting time. They eat a lot of hot, spicy food, oily food. They eat a lot of salty food, fermented items like cheese, vinegar, sour cream, alcohol, and they get exposed to a lot of hot and humid weather, and they become badly sunburned, a lot of fatigue. All these things will disturb the pitta. The fire gets disturbed. When there is a disturbance in this fire, it burns everything around themselves and everything around themselves. So the tongue becomes sharp. So they start speaking in those ways which will, be very sharp, and other people will feel that sting. They criticize, and they become overachievers. They want to achieve everything. They become overly competitive. They can't even tolerate people overtaking them on the road also. Even if they don't have any height, they will overtake everyone. When there is disturbance, a lot of anger, hostility, irritability, impatience, resentment. They wake up frustrated and irritated. Huh? Why did I do like this? 10 minutes are wasted. The alarm is not, waken me up. Like all those things, every time frustrated when there is disturbance in pitta. You can see the outburst temper, become argumentative. They try to take revenge, tyrannical. They can't tolerate delays by anyone. They become, actually, they have wonderful power of judgment, but they start judging everyone and they start judging themselves. They judge everything. They become, though they have wonderful critical thinking ability, because of the disturbed pitta, they become critical of everyone, even self-critical. They start criticizing everyone and they criticize themselves also. And they try to be for perfectionists. Everything they want to do in a perfect way only. And they make their lives miserable and lives around themselves miserable. Physically, you will see skin inflammations, boils, hot flushes, acne, excessive hunger, thirst, heartburn, ulcers inside the stomach and the mouth, sore body odor, bad breath, acid stomach, rectal burning, hemorrhoids, Crohn's disease. Any inflammation anywhere is due to disturbance in the pitta. Then kapha disturbance, kapha imbalance, earth, water. So the reasons for this kapha disturbance is diabetes, obesity, allergies, gaining a lot of weight and getting depressed about it, eating food which is having a lot of sugar, salt, fatty or fried food, heavy food, dairy products, cheese, milk, ice cream. And if they are stressed and they react to it by withdrawing or feeling insecure or unwanted, excessive emphasis on possessing, storing, and saving things is also kapha imbalance, which will be reflected in physiological changes in the body. Sleep late for more than few days, disturbance in kapha. Exposed to cold, damp weather, snowy weather, winter, spring weather. Usually they are depressed in winter because the slow, the cold thing which actually aggravates the kapha. So mentally they become dull, mental inertia sets in. They become lazy, lot of stupor, depression, over attachment to things, over attachment to people, over attachment to food, depression, worry. They get stuck in their thoughts and stuck in their actions when there is disturbance in this kapha. Normally, kapha people are very nice people. You like to spend time with them. They are very patient listeners. They are kind. They are tolerant. They are, empathetic. But when there is disturbance, they become like this. So they procrastinate things. They are unable to accept change. They become greedy. They oversleep. Their movements become much slower. They crave creamy, sweet, heavy dairy foods. They hold on to fluids. They hold on to fat. They hold on to positions. They hold on to people. They become dull and lethargic. There is cluttering of body, cluttering of mind, cluttering of surroundings also. If you look at their house, their room, everything is disorganized. All the things are just like that, lying down on the bed, on the wherever there is a flat surface, it is filled with all items. Physically, they become intolerant to cold and damp weather, sinus congestions, running nose, blocked nose, fluid retention in tissues, which causes swelling in various parts of the body, bloating of stomach, chest becomes congested with so much of phlegm inside the lungs or in the air passages, skin becomes pale, joints become loose and aching, high cholesterol, heaviness in body, weight gain, allergies, asthma, cysts in various parts of the body. All these things are manifestation of kapha disturbance. So we need to understand that these disturbances are not natural. These are all abnormal. These are happening because we don't know our own constitution. We don't know what will disturb our own constitution. We don't know how to come back to normalcy when there is disturbance in our own constitution. First, we need to understand what is our constitution. We have a wonderful questionnaire to understand our own constitution, the mind body questionnaire, one mind body constitution questionnaire, which will help us understand our own specific individual unique constitution, not just simply your kapha, your vata, your pitta. You can understand how much vata you are, how much pitta you are, in which, and the mind can be vata dominant and body can be kapha dominant. There can be different combinations. So you need to understand your own constitution properly. You know, if you don't understand your own constitution, and you don't understand the constitution of the people who are very close to you, then you will think that your own constitution is the right constitution, your own behavior is the right behavior, and other people behaving differently from you are actually not. Like that, you might, for example, three people are going to an airport and they get stuck in a traffic jam. And then a Vata person thinks about 100 different things. What happens if I miss my flight? How will I reach the destination? Should I take a taxi? Should I take a train or another flight? Or how much it will cost? Will I be able to reach the place in time? Like that, 100 different things he'll be thinking, and he'll be worried, he'll be tense. Pitta person is frustrated, full of anger. He gets out of the car. He tries to set everything right. He tries to clear the traffic. If the traffic doesn't get cleared, he will might get argumentative with people who are blocking the traffic. He tries to take charge of the situation. And the kapha person, while these two are like this, the kapha person might switch on his phone and enjoy some nice music. A pitta person might get frustrated. Right? We might miss the flight and you are not worried about it. Kapha person will say, okay, if I also react like you, will the traffic get cleared automatically? It will take its own time. Let me get relaxed. So people are different. They react different in different situations. If some company lays off the jobs, again, Vata person will think 100 and number of things. I should have taken that job offer which I got last month. Now I have to apply. What should I do? What about my EMI? What will happen to my kids' studies and all these things, and number of things runs through his mind. Pitta person will gather people and he'll try to form a committee. He'll try to put a case against the management. He will try to take control of the situation. And the kapha person, you might not even see him. He might go into a resting room and he might be eating a lot to overcome the stress. He becomes alone. He will detach himself from the society. So people react in different ways according to their own constitution when they are under stress. When they are normal without any disturbance, they might show their natural strengths and it will attract everyone. But when there is disturbance, their weaknesses will repel everyone. We need to understand the strengths and weaknesses present inside us, and also the strengths and weaknesses of our close people with whom we are living, our spouses, parents, kids, boss, subordinate, employees, friends, close people to with whom we spend a lot of time. We need to understand their own constitution so that we can work in a synergistic way. So whenever there is an imbalance, we need to balance it with diet, exercise, daily routine, and seasonal routine. So let's see how we can balance disturbance in Vata. Because Vata people won't change, they immediately change from one habit to another habit and they don't do anything regularly. We need to fix them in a schedule. Regular habit is need of the hour for Vata people. We need to ask them to experience a quiet, silent, pleasant meditation sometime every day. They need to take a lot of rest, ample rest, attention to fluids, and decrease sensitivity to stress. Coldness is not good for Vata people. They need warmth. Hot oil massage is great to reduce the Vata and relax the nerves and make them balanced. Eating at regular interval. Vata people they don't eat in regular interval because they get engulfed in so many activities they forget eating. They have to be regular in life. A regular schedule for food, sleep, and other important activities. They have to practice calming the mind. So these things are very essential to balance Vata. How can we balance Pitta? There's excess heat inside the body, so you have to cool down. Cooling things. Cool drinks means not those chilled things which we get in refrigerators. Things which will actually reduce the excess heat inside the body, which the cool drinks will never do. There are some herbs, simple things which we know, coriander, dhania, and this, sariva, usira. There are so many beautiful herbs which cool the people with a lot of environment. Such things are very important. Paying attention to leisure, becoming non-judgmental, living in an unstructured schedule. See, when Pitta people go to a holiday, even if you force them to go to a holiday, they'll go to the holiday, they'll check into the hotel, then they'll ask for the brochures of that particular city, and then they make a map of all the important things they have to see. Then they calculate the time they have. Then they fix what they have to see next day morning, and they think that this opens at 10, and the distance from here to there is around 1 hour travel. So at 9 o'clock I have to start, which means 8:30 I have to complete my breakfast, which means 8 o'clock I have to complete my bathing. Means before that 7 o'clock only I have to do yoga. Before that only I have to wake up. So they plan everything even in a holiday also. So we need to put them in an unstructured schedule, ask them to go with the flow without any competition, ask them to expose themselves to natural beauty, soothing, calm nature. They have to balance rest and activity. They have to eat meals in time, decrease the amount of stimulants in the food. Stimulants like caffeine, you know, uh, even drugs and all those things, cigarette, anything which stimulates the brain will increase pitta, which causes imbalance. Taking appropriate diet is very important. And most important thing is let go of the need to have things go the way you think they should go. Pitta people, they want everything to happen in a certain way, which they think is right. So they have to let go of that need of thinking that things should happen as I think. How to balance kapha disturbance? So stimulation through senses is very important. Unlike pitta people, they should not take a lot of stimulation. Pitta people need, kapha people need a lot of stimulation through different senses. They should get out. They should not get stuck in their own room. They should get out. They should be with friends. They should get moving. They should do a lot of exercise. They should pay attention to weight control. They should experience various stimulations, variety of experiences. Warmth and dryness is very important. Exposure to different kinds of foods which are spicy, bitter, pungent, astringent are good. Reduce sweet and dairy things. Routinely cleaning clutter is also important. Their house is full of clutter. If they can't do it by themselves, they have to invite their pitta friend. Their pitta friend will be dying to clean the clutter in their house. He will tell, oh, this is not necessary. Remove this. Put this there. Put this there. This is needed. Put it like this. Organize like this. Everything they can do, the pitta friend. So they should take the help of pitta friend. As I've told, it's very important for all of us to understand that people are different they have their own unique mind-body constitution. We need to understand our own mind-body constitution. We need to understand things which are good for us, things which are not compatible with us according to our own constitution. Even the work also. If you are a Vata person and if you do a lot of physical activity without getting any rest throughout the day, then obviously you will become, the Vata will get aggravated and they will become irritated. You will become, lack of attention, lack of focus. All these things will happen if you are continuously under stress. Similarly, if you are a Kapha person and you get a job where you don't have to move at all, whole day you sit and do before your computer and just type a keyboard, that is definitely not suitable for you. You need to have an activity which makes you get up and move your body, do some activity, expose yourself to various stimulants. So you have to plan your life according to your own constitution. And this will happen only when you have enough knowledge about your constitution. So once you understand, like I'll give you my example. So I did my MSc psychology and I was very proud of myself for doing MSc psychology. When my wife was writing exams for the same psychology post graduation, she asked me for help. There were so many chapters which she was not familiar with. She asked me to explain. So I felt happy and I was explaining many concepts which were difficult actually. And I said, okay, it's clear. Shall I go to the next topic? She says, no, 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 explain it once more. Then I explained once more. I said, what, yeah, it's over now. I have to explain 2 times. Shall I go next? She says, no, 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 explain it once more. So, like that, she used to ask me once and once again. I used to think that, array, if I read it once, I understand everything so clearly. Why is she unable to get it even after explanation from me from 2 to 3 times? Maybe she is not that intellectual. I am superior intellectually. Now, after so many years, if we want to discuss about the topics which we have both have studied at that particular point of time, I can't even recollect 1-2% of what I read, but she is able to recollect everything she understood at that particular point of time, and she'll retain it throughout her life. Even if she meets a patient after 10 years, instantly she remembers their name and recognizes them, and she asked about their wife and kids and what they are doing at that time they were studying in school, what are they doing right now, like that she'll speak. I don't even recognize their face also. So we are all different, but if you don't know your own strength and you only think about your weaknesses, you think you are a stupid. And if you don't know the strength of other person, they think they are stupid. So it is very important for us to understand our own strengths, our own weaknesses, understand the strengths and weaknesses of our loved ones, our people who are close to us, with whom we live day in and day out. Then only you will be able to lead a harmonious life, even with a lot of positivity, even with a lot of good thinking and all these things. You will not be able to maintain that harmony if you don't appreciate the differences between you and the people around you. But once you start appreciating the differences, you will be able to live in a harmony where you and the other person are like complementary. You will be able to fill and strengthen their weaknesses. The other person will strengthen your weaknesses. Both of you are like a nice, beautiful puzzle pieces fitting together to make a complete unit. and there you will be able to reach the harmony. So I will try to share the what mind body constitution questionnaire. After filling the mind body constitution questionnaire, we can discuss about this. And I'm sure you have so many questions. You will have more questions once you answer the mind body questionnaire. Okay. There are some questions like Joseph Jairaj is asking gait. Gait means the way they walk. And retention of fluid is out of what imbalance? Cuff or pitta? Cuff, Monica Sharma ji. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We have some time now. You can raise your hands. Yes. Yes, Rushiraj ji,
Sir.
you have a question?
Sir, I want to know one question. During the presentation, you said that there is a sound inside the various organs, as the sound of the heart or the sound of the lungs and sound of the brains.
Yes.
So whether
Yes.
we are capable enough to hear this voice?
No, we should not listen. We should not be able to perceive those things. For example, if you can feel your heart beat thak 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 thak, then that is a problem. Okay, you should not be able to listen to your heartbeat, or you should not be able to listen to your what we call sound of your lungs taking air in or taking breathing it out. So that will be a problem. You should be able to, like, if you run a lot, then the heart will do a lot of work, overwork. Then you will listen to the dhak dhak. But when you are resting, also, if you can listen to the dhak dhak, then it is a problem. If the dhak dhak is due to some other person, that is okay. But without doing anything, if you are listening to your dhak dhak, then that is a indication that your heart is overstraining. If you are able to see that your lungs are straining to breathe in and breathe out, and there is some obstruction in the channels, air pipes, then there is a problem. Otherwise, you will not be able to feel that the lungs are taking air in. When the people have the cuff phlegm inside their lungs, they can feel actually feel where the phlegm is, where there is there is difficulty. They'll be able to, even without putting the stethoscope, also they can tell this is happening here. They'll be able to tell, and that is not good. Okay.
This is not good. If we hear the sound within the mind, what it indicates?
See, when you go deeper into meditation, you will be able to understand what's happening in each and every cell of your body. If you are really into that thing, or at
In
least you
fact,
will be able to see that there is some disturbance, or there is everything is happening fine. So that is a higher state of mind where you perceive subtler things. That is different. That is
that is
good.
different. Because during meditation, I felt so many times to hear the sound within the mind, like the sparkling. What indicates? It is the not normal. It is any type of
No,
abnormality.
no, that is not abnormality. So see, during meditation, so many things happen. You have to just observe them with detachment. That's all. That is not an indication of ill health.
Okay, sir. Thanks. Thanks, sir.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Joseph ji.
What does Ayurveda say about the habit of masturbation?
Ayurveda says you have to preserve your semen.
Hmm.
Losing it will cause significant weakness inside the body and mind. So Ayurveda says it is very important to preserve the semen. And of
Okay.
course, masturbation is one addiction, just like getting addicted to tea, getting addicted to coffee, alcohol, cigarette. Like that, only people get addicted to masturbation.
So calcium also will be lost.
Yeah, some important nutrients will get lost if you're if a person is regularly masturbating. Not just vital nutrients, but energy is lost. That is what Ayurveda says.
Mhm. Will they get osteoarthritis soon?
Osteoarthritis, I have not read about such reference like osteoarthritis due to masturbation, but definitely the life energy will get reduced. That is what Ayurveda says.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Chandanji, Monica Sharma ji,
जी, sir, namaste.
namaste.
Sir, I want to know there can be two imbalances of like कफ भी का imbalance है और पित्त का भी है. Like
हाँ, हो
it,
सकता है.
okay.
Not only imbalance, there can be a person who is having a vata pitta type of nature. Means the person is having more vat and pitta. Predominantly vat and pitta is there. Less कफ is
तीनों का
there.
भी
That is
सर
natural.
तीनों का भी ओके सर तीनों का भी
तीनों का
imbalance
भी
हो
हो
सकता है.
सकता है. तीनों का भी imbalance हो सकता है, balance भी हो सकता है.
जी सर और अगर पित्त जैसे ऊपर को आता है कई बार हार्ट बर्न करने लगता है तो उसकी क्या रेमेडी है सर इंस्टेंट रेमेडी क्या है.
See, instantly heartburn आता है तो कोई एंटासिड लेना है, वो instant remedy है.
लाइक कभी
लेकिन
आयुर्वेदा में बोलते हैं
लेकिन
कि हाँ जी
there are so many
जैसे
activities. For
हाँ
example, Shitali, Shitkari, which reduces excess heat inside the body. These are yogic techniques, which are also equally effective. And
कैन
there
वी
are so
आल्सो
many, yes.
कैन वी आल्सो ड्रिंक सम मिल्क विद घी लाइक आयुर्वेदा से कि
Yes, ghee reduces pitta. Yes, yes.
ओके वन मोर
Milk also reduces pitta.
Okay, sir. जैसे when I sit in meditation, so I observe some brain, some wave in brain. So what's that? Like it's a abnormality or it's what exactly happening in brain?
You observe a wave in
Wave. Some waves,
waves,
you know, are
some waves.
traveling here. Yeah.
Yes. See, again, according to the body mind constitution, the experiences we get during meditation can be different wide range of experiences are recorded while meditating by so many people. The important thing is like, are you in a state of awareness and are you um, able to see that whatever is happening with detachment without getting attached to anything. That is very important, irrespective of
Hmm.
your own constitution. If you
Hmm.
are continuously in a state of awareness, then that is right. If you are drifting away, going to somewhere else, as if you are, you know, becoming going into a subconscious state without your this thing, you're drifting away like that. That is not advisable.
सर तो वो जो waves feel होते हैं वो क्या चीज है?
So yeah, as I've told you, there are different experiences. Particularly for Vata people, that kind of waves and all those things they happen as if they're traveling, they are going, they are flying, they are jumping like that. They tend to get experiences. They are all when you sit calmly, so many things which are suppressed inside they come out. and they also will settle after some time, and then you will experience a thoughtless state where there is no waves, there is no thing, no nothing, no sounds and all those things. That settling is very important.
Hmm. Sir, one is your tutorial is available in YouTube also?
Available in YouTube.
YouTube, huh?
Yeah. See, we have this what we call AICTE SIP YouTube channel.
Hmm.
SIP Student Induction Program YouTube channel is there, where we have proper recordings with playlists of all the sessions which we did in 2020. 2020. So we did all the sessions properly in a systematic step-by-step manner in both English and Hindi language.
Hmm.
The playlists are there. And after that, every Friday we are doing these sessions, and all the sessions are there recorded in YouTube. Even
Sir,
now, this session is getting streamed live on YouTube. So
okay.
even today's session also, you will be able to see tomorrow after some time in the YouTube
Sir,
channel.
one more last question. My sir, hormone imbalance and this Vat Kaph Pitta imbalance are same?
No, hormonal imbalance is a manifestation of disturbance in Pitta and Vata. But
Hmm.
Vata, Pitta, Kapha disturbances can be much bigger and wider in range than hormonal imbalance is one small imbalance. There are so many other imbalances which can happen inside the body.
But like you want to say hormone imbalance is the manifestation of Vat Pitta Kaph
Vata
imbalance.
and Pitta. Vata and Pitta, yes.
Vat and Pitta imbalance. It's a manifestation.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Sir,
Nirupam
sir,
ji?
I have a query. Uh, Sir,
Hi,
pitta
yes.
imbalance develops the spondylitis?
Sorry?
Pitta imbalance develops the spondylitis? There is a possibility of it?
No. Spondylitis is because of Vata imbalance. Any degeneration is because of Vata. And if there is inflammation and redness and all, that is due to Pitta imbalance. If there is degeneration, then that is due to Vata imbalance.
Vata imbalance causes spondylitis. In fact,
Degeneration.
I have a patient who has a spondylitis and very acute pitta formation, bile formation.
Yeah, that can be a possibility where there is both Vata and Pitta imbalance.
Combinations, imbalance. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Thanks. Thanks.
Okay.
Sir, what is the name of the YouTube channel where all these recordings is available?
AICTE SIP. AICTE SIP is Student Induction Program. AICTE is All India Council for Technical Education.
Okay.
AICTE SIP. SIP.
SIP.
SIP. Student Induction Program. SIP.
Okay.
Okay.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, Nirupam ji.
Yeah. Sir, my father age is almost 78 years. He is suffering from chronic constipation. Almost every doctor have told him that his means intestine जो आंत होता है उसका मतलब उसका सिकुड़ने का जो क्षमता है वो कम गया है इसके कारण bowel movement is less and he is suffering so much. Would you please suggest anything that would be helpful to him?
Yeah, to suggest at least I have to know the history. I am
Yeah.
typing my phone number so you can contact me. I will
Sure,
speak
sure.
with your father and I'll suggest what is best to solve the
Sure.
constipation problem. Okay.
Sure.
That is my phone number.
Yes. Yes.
Sundaraj ji, namaste.
Yes, Subbaraj.
Is cold and cough a cause for ear infections in children less than 3 years? And adults, what is the reason for ear infection? Is it due to Vata, Pitta, Kapha imbalance? Can I know?
Any infection, there will be pitta and cough. Any infection. So
Thank you.
reasons can be different. You know, something goes inside the ear, some water, some fungal infection, or through the nose, the infection can travel to the ear, or from the eyes, the infection travels to the nose, then from the nose, it travels to the ears. Anywhere the infection can come, but the infection is due to the dominance of pitta and kapha.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Surendra Pratap Saxena ji.
Sir, I have no question. I have asked previously that what channel this program is available, and that you have answered already. And now there is no question.
Okay, very good. Very nice. Thank you so much, Parikshit Bhaiya.
And thank you so much, Sundar Bhaiya. It's already time, and let's respect the circadian rhythm. So it's really very nice discussion, and we certainly like to have more and more such discussion in future as well. So dear coursework, we like to thank Sundar Bhaiya for this enriching session, and we'll certainly meet again for next session on next Friday, same time. So thank you, everybody. Namaste.
Namaste.